before the homily, one of the reasons I like doing the pre-recorded version here in my office is, yes, it frees up church for other things, but also I'm more relaxed. That's good. I will tweak it up, and it's always a little bit more polished by the time I go on Sunday or Saturday night. But I like that I'm more relaxed, because one of the things I still struggle with, even at my age, is trying too hard. Still trying to, I don't know, prove to the world that I'm okay, prove to myself that I'm okay. I'm working on that. I'm getting better. I even addressed that just a little bit in this homily. So thanks for watching, really. Here it is. For me, one of the best things I could ever say about a person is that from the moment I met them, I felt at home with them, or even better, that they felt like home to me. For me, feeling at home means that I feel safe in their presence, that I don't have anything to prove to them, that I can honestly share, my joys and excitements, my worries, maybe my struggles, what I'm working on, and that they also let me know a little bit about their hearts. Growing up, my home did not always feel quite that safe, so that's why I think I so greatly appreciate it when I'm with someone now with whom I feel at home. I hope that you have had people in your life, and that you have people now in your life who, when you are with them, you feel at home. That kind of energy, which is at the core of being a hospitable person, is just so important for this world. Today's scriptures, they offer a teaching on the importance of us being hospitable people. Now, such hospitality has long been a highly valued biblical virtue. It was clearly important to Jesus himself. So, what does it look like to be a hospitable person? And why would we want to do that? I mean, in spite of what the Bible says, why else, huh? Sometimes being a hospitable person means tangible things, like literally offering that cup of water as described in today's gospel, or grabbing the door for that person, or scooting in our pew so that there's a welcome spot next to us for them. Or, as did the Shunammite woman in today's first reading, it might be that we offer food or a room for guests, or whatever. There are many tangible ways to offer a welcome, to be hospitable. Hospitality means more than tangible things. It especially means making room for people in our hearts, and making room for people in our gatherings in such a way that they feel at home with us. This means hearing them, seeing them as they are, taking them in as they are. And this has got to be bigger than our own little inner circle. Truly hospitable people, and we've all known them, haven't we? I mean, what a blessing they are. They're able to offer a welcome for people who might seem different on the outside, who don't necessarily think quite like they do, or who can easily get overlooked. I mean, truly for all kinds of people. And it matters. Being truly hospitable can make a bigger difference than we ever know. I think, for example, of one of the people who decided to become Catholic here a few years ago. You know, one of the things that helped her know this might be where God was leading her was one of the first times she walked through the doors of our church. She said when it came time for communion and she remained seated, one of the ushers asked her in a very kind way if she would like to have communion brought to her. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not Catholic." The usher wisely said, and with a great hospitable spirit, "There's no need to be sorry. We're just glad you're here." That small kindness was so hospitable and so important, and helped her trust that this might indeed be where God was leading her. Now, please know that being hospitable is something that, well, we can get better at. We probably all need to keep working at it. And it is hard work to do. Why would we do that hard work? And like I said, beyond what it says in the Bible, why would we do that? Well, I would say that in addition to the good that it does for others for the sake of God's kingdom, there are also great blessings for us. Here are just two. One, our tradition has long held that when we make a welcome for others, unbeknownst to ourselves, we sometimes welcome angels, maybe even the Holy One, God, into our homes, into our circle, into our hearts. It was Jesus himself who said, "Whatever you do to the least of these, you do to me." To me, he said. And today, whomever welcomes you welcomes me. I'm not making this up. That's what Jesus said. And two, it could be argued that except that we learn to welcome each other, especially the stranger, the lowly, maybe someone who might seem a bit different at first, we will not know how to make room for God in our lives. And the more we're able to make that kind of welcome for others now, the more we make welcome for God, both now and at the hour of our death. Our souls become bigger when we become hospitable people. Me, I will forever be grateful for those people around whom I feel at home. What a blessing to me. And you, I hope that you have not only had people who have done that for you, I do hope you have people who do that for you now. And I do hope that you feel such a hospitable welcome for who you are whenever you are with us. It is, as our parishioners know, it's the first of our 5 commitments we call the most Sacred Heart way, that we will work and do our part to create a place where all are welcomed. And we do that because then we hope you will know more deeply what is most true in this world. You always have a safe and welcoming home in the heart of God.